Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Skyline with FreeMMOStation. Watch me get blown up over and over again as we play a new free-to-play tank vehicle combat game, Tanki X.
FreeMMOStation.com.
Now, let me start by saying that this game is in incredibly early access. Well, I mean, okay, maybe not incredibly, but like some games say alpha, some games say beta, but in the end, this game says beta, but it really feels just like an alpha early access. I mean, that's just how it is, you know? It doesn't have that much publicity, it doesn't have that many people playing it, and all in all, it's in a stage that I would probably more, you know, if I had to really critique it, I would say it's like, yeah, it's really properly alpha, but essentially, whenever they call like these betas in this sort of stage that the game is in, it's really a very extended beta. I don't know when the game is actually going to release, but I expect that it probably won't for some time soon. You have to sign up for the beta. It's not open beta, by the way. It's closed beta for it, but whenever I got to play, there was like barely anybody playing, and they had everything unlocked for you all. Like, I mean, you got like a ton of cash points so that you could unlock everything, so I have no idea how to gauge or judge the cash shop. So all in all, even though it says sign up for beta, it really feels like alpha. Like, it's just, you know, it's completely strictly for testing. Beta is literally more like balance changes, maybe a little bit of optimization, but right now, game feels like alpha. In saying that, that's more of a criticism as well. The game looks like it's actually really good. I mean, it looks like, just aesthetically, the graphics and how it runs and everything, it looks like it's ready to go. Like, it looks like it's ready for release in gold, but it does lack some features. Okay, so for one, the main feature of the game is that it is a tank combat game, but you build your own tank, so there's going to be kind of like Gear Up. Not so much like Robocraft, really more similarly to Gear Up. And in fact, the gameplay is going to be like that too. It's really more cartoon, very silly if you didn't get that already from the gameplay that you're watching. But it really kind of feels like, I guess if you were to take World of Tanks, maybe just because there's tanks, and then mix it with, I guess, Twisted Metal, actually. If you guys have played Twisted Metal or Vigilante 8 or one of those classic vehicle combat games. Yeah, it kind of feels like that. So I got in. Main feature is customization of your tank. This is cool, but I feel like I really wish there was more customization, more varied. Now, considering Gear Up has like more than just a single weapon to upgrade. You have like multiple weapons, you have side upgrades and stuff like that. So basically what you can change is you have a couple of different, you have about like 5 kind of weapons that you can choose from, and then you have different treads. So that's basically it. You have weapon and treads currently. I mean, you also do have consumables, but you can just spam all the consumables. And since the cash shop, okay, since I can't see the points in the cash shop, like how much everything is worth, regardless, it kind of seems pay to win-ish in a sense. Maybe less so than, I don't know, maybe more so. I don't know if you can actually earn these points in game, you know, that's what I'm saying. But in World of Tanks, the edge that you got from purchasing anything was kind of minimal. And I think now you can earn everything in-game. For this game, though, the things that you buy are actually pretty dramatic. Like, you can double your armor, you can double your damage for a select amount of time. Like, those things are pretty significant. So if you can't purchase that with in-game points, that's going to be kind of sad. However, I can't test that. You know, alpha is alpha. You also can customize the skin, the coloring, but that doesn't really do anything. It's just for, you know, funsies. But all in all, I would like to see just way more customization. Coming into the game, the maps were really fun, actually. They're very three-dimensional. There are some boundaries that don't make a lot of sense, like there's one where you're on a high-rise, you're on like rooftop buildings, and you can fall off those buildings, and some buildings you won't die, and it's like part of the map, but then others you fall off and you die, and it's not exactly clear. But anyways, I guess that's something to learn. All in all, the map design was actually pretty interesting. Reminded me a lot of Twisted Metal, honestly. It was kind of three-dimensional. It's definitely not flat like World of Tanks. Like, there's lots of ramps, there's lots of tunnels and stuff. It's really fun, it's really cool. Now, the game, the graphics and everything, I think I already touched on that. It looks good, and that's pretty much all I can say. I don't know if it's going to run better on lower-end machines, but all in all, for my machine, it ran completely flawlessly. Like, no glitches, no crashing, no nothing, so I really do appreciate that. That's nice. Now, Tanki X, on its website, it doesn't mention too much more for potential, you know, game modes and stuff like that. All I saw was really, like, TDM kind of things going on. So I don't really know what game modes are going to be in the game, but all in all, basically what you're watching is essentially what happened. You know, that's my gameplay. That's all I got to show you, basically. Not too much is in the game, and that's why instead of, you know, it says beta, it's really more like alpha. It's early access. It's not feature complete, and it kind of sucks because I can't even mention the features. I don't even know what the features are. But all in all, what I can say, okay, I'm going to end it here. What I can say is that the engine looks good. I like the aesthetic, I like the art. All in all, I think that whatever they put into this game could be really good because it's very base core. Its engine, it feels good. It's got some cool game feel, and as long as they add in a ton of customization, you know, aesthetically and also mechanically with different turrets and stuff like that, as long as they do that and hopefully give us some fun game modes, then I think it's going to do well. You know, it doesn't have to do too extreme. It doesn't have to be some crazy unique game mode. It could just be capture points, whatever. But once those are in the game and once the game is actually playable in a functional state, which would imply being in beta, then I think the game will be worth jumping into. But for right now, if you sign up for the beta, let me say you're signing up for testing a game that is very early access. You're basically signing up for an alpha. That's all I got to say. Thanks for watching. I'm Skyline. If you like my beautiful voice, you can go to my channel or my Twitch, which I stream every night. And yeah, that would be pretty cool. Or you can like and subscribe here. I'm always here playing games, having fun. And you know what? Hopefully, I'll see you in the next one.